Today we have The Role, starring Randy Couture of all people, that proves he must have been hit pretty hard in the head during his MMA career if he ever thought this was a good idea. Here we have your typical sorority house slasher film, very reminiscent of 90s and early 2000s slashers that ripped off Scream, of course, only it carries over nothing that was actually good about those. Randy Couture stars as a detective whose daughter is starting college and she's joined a sorority. As things progress, we learn that his family's got a bit of a history with this sorority. His wife died because of the sorority. All this information comes to light as the things progress, but we also have a slasher, probably in one of the worst slasher costumes I've seen in a long time, killing these women while he's on the case trying to figure out who it is. So basically, we have the old slasher whodunit. If you're looking for blood, there's some, but not really enough to write home about. If you're looking for TNA, there's some of that, but really not enough to write home about. I mean, we have hot girls in bikinis at times. We have hot girls to look at, but we never really get to the T of the TNA. Stuff happens, this movie unfolds, but ultimately when it ends, you're really not going to think any more about it. I'm not a reviewer that likes to put my religious views out there up front, but I am praying to God that we do not see a sequel to The Role. The Role, which is probably the worst role-titled horror film in horror, this counting the house sorority row, etc. There's really not much to see here besides some good-looking women and a little bit of blood, but not enough as you would want. So if you want me to grade The Role, I have to unfortunately give it a 1. And that's kind of being generous. This movie really isn't good at all. And Randy Couture, while he's a cool MMA fighter, isn't much of a leading man. None of these people seem to be that good as far as acting is concerned, so skip it.